Hi Aries, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your April 2025 monthly tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at the astrological energies of this month. Aries, this is your season as we have the sun in your sign. We just had that big eclipse at the end of March in your sign. We had Neptune move into your sign. It's been there. Neptune has been in that sign for the last, 13 years. So this is going to be big for you all, Aries. So as we come into April, this is a big month as all planets will be direct by the time we get to mid-month. And Aries, what can we say? It's all about you all this month. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to do things a little differently today. Let's see how that goes. Instead of me going week by week, we will do the cards at the same time. So maybe it won't be quite so lengthy. Had some people say that the videos are very long, so we'll see how we can do. So we're going to lay out all the cards for the month of April. I think this is also going to be interesting for you all, Aries, because we will have so much forward momentum in you all sign, which is going to really help you be able to conquer some goals this month. And I also think for you all, it's going to be important because you're going to be able to have this initiating energy that you all have been waiting for quite some time. So end of the month, we do end with that Five of Swords. I do see though, when I turned over the deck, I do see that Magician card. And I think that that is really all about you all this month, especially with all that Aries energy. All right, so we have all our cards for all the weeks. Let's make sure our camera is straight for you all. All right, let's pull in card representing the energy that you all bring into this month, Aries. So, Spirit, please send me a card representing the energy out of March for my Aries. And you do have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles could be you all having some kind of challenges with moving on from something you have planted. I do think for many of you all, the month of March was a very tumultuous month because you all did have that Aries eclipse in you all sign. And I do think that by time you all moved into the latter part of April, you all are going to turn that around. We have cards flying everywhere, Aries. So Spirit wants to send you an oracle message. Spirit, you can send my Aries an oracle message. Whew. And you have Truth, number 20. So Truth, you can see she is standing on a scale. And right, Libra is your almost like opposite sign. And you all have had eclipses in you all sign over the last 18 months. This Truth card is representing some type of truth could come to light during the month of April. I do think many of you all have been moving away from, it feels like a job, possibly with that Eight of Pentacles, Six of Swords here as well, Ten of Swords, endings, Magician card, you are starting something new. So you definitely have some type of opportunity to step into, to strike some kind of balance and to find truth around something that has not been clear in the past. So keep that in mind, Aries. If there has been people keeping something away from you, I see that Justice card as well. I do think this is going to be a big month for you all to figure out where is it that you need to find more truth. I do think those first weeks of April are going to be very interesting for you because I do think that as we come into this month, Mercury does turn direct in Pisces the very first of the month. Some of you have been trying to either leave a situation, your plans haven't gone to plan. Like you haven't been able to fully embrace whatever this is. And I do think that many of you all are searching. You're searching for something that you haven't been able to find. And I do think Neptune entering your sign on March 30th could start helping you come to some kind of truth. And I do think that by time you get to April 12th with the sun conjunct Chiron and Aries, this is going to be big for you all because this is going to be the sun unveiling some type of truth for you all that you've been trying to move past and get clarity. And I do think one of the challenges with you all this month, Aries, is that you have so much energy in you all's sign that it may be kind of like hard to see. Can I get these cards? It may be hard to see what it is that you need to focus on. So I would say just be patient with yourself. It does show this Queen of Swords and Justice card by the time you get to mid-month. This is when we have a Libra full moon. Remember what I said about the scales. Here's Libra again with the Justice card. You all are seeking some kind of truth, seeking some type of balance. There's someone who comes through with an important announcement. This could be at your job. This could be you coming forth with some information. This is the truth that you have been seeking, Aries. So by the time you get to mid-month, when Venus turns direct in Pisces, be prepared for this news. I do think once all planets go direct, April 14th through May 3rd, you all are in some type of new cycle. And I think that this Justice card, you're finally like, okay, this is what I've been waiting for. And I do think, Aries, you have to also be patient because you all are a sign of like, hurry up, want to have it now, action, let's get going. I do think by the time you move into mid to late April, this 10 of Swords and 5 of Cups, there's something here that's an ending. Something could have been a disappointment in the past. I do think that this could be Mars entering Leo on the 17th. I do think, remember, Mars is you all's ruler, and I do think it moving into Leo fuels you all. There's something here that you have to let go. There's some kind of decision that you have to make. And I do think that by the time the sun enters Taurus on April 19th, you all are like, okay, it's go time. I know what I need to do. You're putting things into action. And now that all planets are direct, you feel much better about whatever this situation is that you need to let go. This could be work related. But I'm also feeling like some kind of goal that you didn't achieve back in March definitely could be fruitioning now that all planets are direct. And I think that's good for you all, Aries, because I do think that you all are leaving behind the notion that you can't do things. There's been this kind of like thing in your head that you're like doubting yourself. Maybe people around you have been leading to some of that self-doubt. And I do think by the time you get to April 20th, the sun in Taurus squares Mars and Leo. So just be careful of tension. Be careful of people around you, especially at work. There's someone trying to bring you some money news or conversations about resources, possibly benefits. But I feel like there's also someone trying to block you. Be careful of people around you that aren't for your highest good. By the time we get to April 26th, Mercury exits its retrograde shadow finally. So this is when like all veils are off at this point. You now have clarity. You're now trying to figure out who is it that has been possibly deceiving you. And I do think by the time we get to April 27th, when we have a Taurus new moon, I do think this Magician card comes to light. Once we get to that Taurus new moon, you're like, let me make new goals. Let me figure out where I need to be. And by the time you get to the 30th of April, when Venus enters your sign, now you have clarity. Now you feel better. Now you're entering May with a whole better attitude. Okay. So I do think that this month is going to be good for you because the sun is in your sign. But the challenge with too many planets in Aries is that everybody is combative. Everybody has their own opinion. Everyone wants to get something done quickly. So I would say during this month, Aries, seek out the truth, but do not do it at all costs. Make sure the people around you are for your highest good. And I do think you'll be able to accomplish whatever that 8 of Pentacles is, whatever this Magician is. I just think you need to get through this month on a high note as opposed to being in a combative state. So I hope this was helpful, Aries. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs. I also have those mid-March through April career tarot readings. I will leave the link below. I'll talk to you later, Aries.